Kimberly Lam, and welcome back to another episode of the Nanyang Spectrum. Time to shake your tail feathers and move your body to the vibe of music. Our reporter Yi Yao will take you on a foot-tapping experience to this year's Tri-University Dance Battle. It's out with the new and in with the old. Frozen in Time is a gallery showcasing a collection of old toys in the confines of an HDB flat. Talk about having a personal museum of priceless knickknacks. And watch for that bullet that is coming your way. Today on Let's Talk, we bring you our very own national shooter, Teh Xiu Hong. What's it like mixing dance with Pokemon? NTU is organizing an all-style dance battle for the very first time with NUS and SMU. The Tri-Uni All-Styles Battle, Pokemon Edition, brings like-minded dancers together in an epic face-off on the dance floor. Our dancing reporter, Yi Yao, finds out the finer details.
Come dress in your coolest outfit and participate in this epic dance battle. Here at NUS U-Town, the All-Star Tri-Uni Battle Pokemon Edition had dancers burning the dance floor. Let's find out more.
Be it hip-hop or funk styles, do anything you like to be the very best Pokemon trainer you can be. So how do you become the ultimate champion? Let's find out more from the organizer about the battle format.
So for this event, we had a new format, which is kind of different from what we are usually used to. So firstly, we have 3 judges. So the DJ will just spin any random all-styles music, and then they will have auditions to choose the top 16. And then from there on, this top 16, right, the interesting part is that they are guaranteed all the way to the finals when A versus B, and if B loses, he will join A on his team, which means in the finals is 8-8.
During its intermission, the event is also filled with fun games to bring the dancers closer together. The battle was oversubscribed with 120 sign-ups. The Pokemon trainers, each representing their respective university, are busy warming up outside the battle ring. So how do they feel about showing their moves?
I thought the dance battle was really fun. I mean, I used to play Pokemon when I was a kid, so when I saw the Pokemon battle, I was definitely quite interested. I thought it was fun. I was worried about the music, but I think the event is quite well done. The DJs are damn dope. The organizers really put in a lot of effort. I really enjoyed the event.
This event was really enjoyable, and it was an eye-opener for both of us because
this is like a bit different. It's all styles, so we kind of get to see a wide variety of styles and a lot of different people participating this time. Yeah.
The Tri-Uni Dance Battle is definitely the start of the many dance collaborations within the 3 universities. Do find out more on dancemeets.com for future events. This is Yi Yao signing off for Spectrum TV.
Ask a local student about Singapore and you'll probably get typical answers about culture, sights, and food. But ask an exchange student about their new host country and you just might get a refreshing new perspective.
Some of us go for overseas exchanges during our university life. In NTU, we also get students from all over the world. I'm now at NTU, where we get to meet exchange students from other countries. How do they feel about Singapore? Let's find out.
I really like it. I think it's still a new and exciting place for me. I especially like how there's a lot of food and there's a lot of different cultures that are all together in the same place.
Well, actually being an exchange student in NTU is pretty awesome. Actually there's like more than 900 students from different countries. I guess it's like 17 countries, I guess. So I can hang around with them and learn a lot of things from them and, you know, kind of feel in our cultural differences and also diversity.
Let's meet Ali, studying in Wickham School in NTU.
So my exchange life, especially because I live on campus, I get to see a lot of night activities and different sports that people do here. And the biggest thing I love about campus life is the canteens. So you can taste different yummy foods throughout the day and you don't have to pay a big sum of money. And this campus is quite remarkable. I really like it.
And now we know what they like and what they think about Singapore. As an exchange student myself, it was interesting to hear these views about Singapore from other countries. We may disagree about certain topics, but we all like Singapore very much. Hope all of you enjoy your time here in Singapore. This is Karen reporting at NTU.
Starting a business at a young age can be a very challenging feat for aspiring entrepreneurs. Today, we talk to a 27-year-old young entrepreneur, Nikki Teo. Nikki started quite a different business to the normal business that you would expect a young entrepreneur would start. Nikki went into the funeral business. He was one of the honorees for the Singapore's Spirit of Enterprise Award 2009 and had been featured in many news articles. Up next is News Let's Talk.
Since the age of 16 years old, he has been trained to arrange all kinds of funeral services and traditional ceremonies. Motivated by his aunt, Mr. Nicky Teo is determined to work hard and give tribute and glory for the unfaltering love of his beloved aunt. And in 2004, his hard work finally paid off when he found the Funeral Solutions Private Limited. Hi Nicky, so can you tell me how did you get started onto this funeral service?
In the year 2006, my auntie passed away. So from that at that point of time, I thought like I don't know what to do in my life. So in order to commemorate her and to remember her, I started this funeral company right after her funeral service, because I feel that at that point of time that funeral company that handle her funeral service don't know
what they're doing.
Yes, correct. And I feel that there's a lot of areas, right, they can improve. So I decided to step into this industry and then to revolutionize and change how people look at funeral service.
Revolutionize?
Yes.
So, in what way?
So, but prior to that, I do have a lot of funeral experience because I always volunteer in the temple and other people's funeral, of course.
Wow.
Then I do feel that at that point of time, during the late 90s in Singapore, funeral service are very traditional and they don't really value and cherish, you know, that ritual and everything. So Funeral Solutions started in 2006 is to educate and to also change the outlook of the funeral service. So at our funeral services, you can see that all our tables have tablecloth, proper tablecloth,
okay.
And then the chairs are all covered with chair covers. And then the setup, especially the setup for the deceased, is specially designed to, the focus will be on the deceased itself rather than the other funeral ornaments.
Since you started at an early age, and you sort of strayed away from the conventional educational track, what are the difficulties or controversial things that you faced?
Of course, as a young entrepreneur, at that point of time, 2006, I think I was 18. Yeah, starting business at a young age, you will have this age barrier, whereby people or your client, they don't trust you. They look at you like you are young.
Yeah.
And then whether especially of funeral service, this is such an important event in life. Should I handle my this
beloved thing going on and then
to a young guy?
Yeah.
Are you sure you can? There's a lot of this kind of people have this kind of mindset. So the greatest challenge for me was the age factor.
To break that barrier.
Correct.
So how did you do it?
All these things is all based on perspective. I do believe that doing business is very easy. It's all about...
Be easy?
Yes, it's very easy.
Wow, okay.
It's about yourself, how you think and how you feel. So instead of looking at the point of time, instead of, saying, how to say?
Trying to defend yourself. You try to
correct.
Look at it in their point of view.
No, look at it in another point of view.
Okay.
People might not trust you because of your age.
Yeah.
But your age as a young person, dynamic, full of power, the kind of youth. I use that as a business strategy at the point of time. So instead of I disclose how old am I at the point of time,
okay.
And then make myself like the youngest funeral director in Singapore, change that kind of perspective. Instead of young, people look at young is inexperienced, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Instead of looking at the inexperienced side, you look at how good
being young is. Oh,
yes,
okay.
correct. So I used that as a marketing strategy at that point of time.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and then it gained a lot of support from the general public, especially the newspaper, the reporters, and TV.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
They come and see why this young guy want to be in this funeral service.
Yeah, that's
yes,
why.
Correct. Instead of looking at
in that perspective,
yeah,
that you
instead
said
of looking
on.
at inexperience, that kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, the negative side. Look at the positive side of the same issue.
Wow.
Yeah, then you can overcome it.
So what can you tell some of our younger generations out there, like the maybe 3 basic elements of starting up a business?
You must be ready. That means doing business. Business is not a separate entity from yourself. Business is you. You are the business.
Oh, okay, wow.
So this is first thing. You must love and have a lot of passion in what you're doing.
I can see that going on.
This first thing.
A lot.
Second thing, I think, is how you manage your finances.
Oh, okay.
This is very important.
Yourself, or you get someone to help you, or?
Initially, well, people like me, I don't study much. I learn things the hard way. So last time I managed my own company funds, and then as a business operator, you tend to you withdraw a bit of company funds for your personal use and all these things.
Okay.
So finance management is very important.
Yes, of course.
If you want to have a successful business. Last thing, your team. Your team. I do believe that without my team, I won't be myself today like that. It's because of a very strong supportive team that's supporting behind me.
Your friends,
like
your friends?
No, my
or
workers, my company team.
They start as colleagues?
Initially, they are just friends.
Oh, they were friends, then they became colleagues.
Correct. Because of how people look at funeral directors. Funeral directors, people always link funeral directors with bad luck, taboo, the dark side.
The Asian mindset.
Correct. So people, have this mindset. If you want to be a funeral director, you must be very, like have divine protection from God or something like that. All this kind of, and then being a funeral director, you might bring harm and bad luck to your family members.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's a lot of this kind of mindset. So it's very hard to recruit people.
Oh.
Yeah. So I started off with my friends.
Okay.
So I asked them to help me, and then eventually they become my full-time staff.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wow, that's great.
Correct.
So I really hope that you will continue and conquer Singapore's funeral services.
Yes.
And I hope all the best for your company.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nicky Teo.
Okay.
So right back to you, Kimberly.
Exchange programs. That is one of the must-dos while you're in university. With many photos of your friends having fun during their exchange programs overseas, it makes you just wonder whether they face any problems on a regular basis. Our Spectrum reporter Nadia reports on the world of the exchange student.
The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page, or so said St. Augustine of Hippo. Traveling is more than just enjoying the foreign sights and sounds. People also travel to learn of a country's culture and traditions and their unique way of life. As part of GEM Discovers program, students are provided with various opportunities to live in another country for a minimum of 2 weeks, where they can complete a course with 3 academic units and learn about the country's history, its society, or in some instances, how business is conducted in that region. Last December, some of these students went to countries like China and Vietnam.
It wasn't really that difficult. Everything was smooth sailing because I think a lot of effort was put in by our coordinator to ensure that we adapt to the living condition in Vietnam. It wasn't as bad, and also because the fact that the company, the total of 30 people that I went together to Hanoi, they made it less stressful in Vietnam, I guess.
France was very nice. It was a much better culture than Singapore, and I liked the weather. It was extremely cold, and living in France was easy because they speak English and you learn a bit of French, and they're very receptive to you learning French. So they're very friendly towards me, and I enjoyed the food there very much.
Language barrier for me is still fine. As a Chinese, I'm still able to kind of captures their accents. But in the case for some of my Muslim friends who went there, they have difficulty. Number one, in terms of communication, so they have to speak English to the Chinese people. But along the way, we know that China is still developing, and and everybody in this society is still not fully educated with English yet. So there's language barrier. Then number two is in terms of food. My Muslim friends have difficulty finding food, so they will actually have to look out for they call it qingzhen, but that was another form of halal logo. So food was pretty tough for them. So they actually I think they were more prepared than me, because my Muslim friends actually brought instant noodles to eat. So yeah.
Despite the trip only lasting for 2 weeks, friendships were created. For some of these students, they tried as much as they can to still keep in touch, be it through texting or meetups. I'm sure those who have gone through the Gem Discover program have plenty to share about their experiences. If you're keen to explore a country while getting your academic units cleared, do apply for it the next time. This has been Nadia reporting.
Where is the best place to dig into a satisfying plate of nasi lemak? Well, many say it's a stall located at Chong Pang, north of Singapore. Spectrum's very own Hui Yi gives us a taste of what's so great about this popular dish.
Many have been raving about the famous Chong Pang nasi lemak. We are curious, so today we pay a visit to the stall located in Sembawang to find out more about the popular Singaporean dish and to see if it really lives up to its name. Today we have with us here the co-owner of Chong Pang nasi lemak, Mr. Lee. Uncle 你好，你可以跟我们一起分享你们椰浆饭的历史吗？
我们是从1973年开始到现在，这个是我们传统的拉辛嘛，是我们家老一代传下来的，所以我们跟着下去咯。
The nasi lemak looks really good. Let's hop over to see how patrons find the food. Hi, are you a frequent patron of Chong Pang nasi lemak store?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Okay, then what's your favorite dish in this Chong Pang nasi lemak?
Oh, I like the otah and the gu xiang or ngoh hiang.
For me, it's the sambal chili, the otah, the Taiwan sausage, and the veggie.
Okay, then what makes it so different from other nasi lemak stores?
I think it's the part where you get to choose the ingredients, and they also have quite a lot of ingredients, so it's good that you get the choice.
Ditto.
Many have said that the sambal chili, rice, and chicken wing are the determinants in the plate of good nasi lemak. I like how the rice is soft and fragrant, firm and not sticky, and the dark red chili that looks like any other normal chili, but mind you, it's fiery hot with a vengeance. Wow, this chicken wing is the winner. It's well marinated, thinly battered, crispy on the outside, yet juicy, tender, and tasty on the inside. No wonder Chong Pang nasi lemak has been awarded the top winner of Channel U Yummy King Award and the Green Book Best Food Awards. This store certainly lives up to its name. Be sure to visit them at 447 Sembawang Road. You definitely don't want to miss out on their yummy nasi lemak. This is Hui reporting from the Chong Pang nasi lemak store.
Shooting is an up-and-rising popular sport in Singapore, and it is gaining attention in the international arena. Like in the 2012 London Olympics, shooting Olympic shooter 21-year-old Teh Xiu Hong is a student athlete at SIM and has represented Singapore in numerous major and international games such as the SEA Games and Asian Games.
She's 21 years old this year and currently a student pursuing a degree in business management in Singapore Institute Management. She picked up shooting from her secondary school, West Spring Secondary, in 2007 and is now a national shooter under the Singapore Shooting Association. Teh Xiu Hong made her SEA Games debut in 2013, Asian Games in 2014, and will be preparing for the upcoming SEA Games in 2015. Xiu Hong, thank you for coming here today. So can you share with us more experiences of being a national shooter?
Well, we travel a lot and we get to see other parts of the world. We get to interact with other people in other countries and we learn a lot of things from them.
So, can you tell me your most memorable experience, like your most memorable competition or country that you visited?
Well, the most memorable would be in Asian Games because it's the first time that I actually participate in such a major competition.
The Asian Games in
Asian,
Korea, right?
Yes, Asian Game in Incheon,
okay.
Korea. So there's actually a village over there where there is a lot of activities going on. So you can actually dye your hair there, do manicures. There are like, you can play ping pong there, like shooting games. You can even because in Korea, so they sell like Samsung phones over there, and it's cheaper. You know, you get the latest technology over there. It's really fun.
Oh, okay. That doesn't really sound like a a sporting competition since you get to do manicures there. So, is there like anything funny that happened during that trip?
Well, there are actually bikes along like everywhere, so that's our mode of
bicycles.
Yeah, bicycle. It's our mode of transport because the village itself is really huge. So it's like an area where there are a lot of HDB buildings,
like apartments.
Yeah, apartments. Yeah. So because there are a lot of countries participating, it's a major game. So we ride bikes everywhere.
Okay.
All right. So there are a lot of times where we have to. Well, not hide the bike, but we will put in places where there are lesser people, so there are chances of us getting back the bike, and we can just ride off to like the canteens or to the place where we play games and do our manicures.
Oh, so you mean the bikes are for everyone?
Yes.
So let's say you ride your bike and you put it somewhere here, and I don't know, but I need to get somewhere, so I just take that bike and just leave?
Actually, you can just take the
so
bike
people
and
are
leave.
stealing bikes everywhere?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's why you have to put in like some strategically
hidden places.
Hidden places, yeah.
So that is fun for you?
Well, I will be less stressed, so I wouldn't think so much about competitions.
Oh, okay. So besides the Asian Games, are there other competitions that you're trying to aim for?
Because there are actually a lot of selection trials for a particular competition, so I will do my best in every competition. So I will not put any more stress on myself. Like if this is a selection trial for the Olympics, and then I would just do my best, try my best, instead of thinking like, oh, I must get in. Yeah, like too much pressure. It's not really good.
Oh, then do you think that you have any perks of being a national athlete? Like maybe like you get your face printed on every single Milo packaging? Do you get like lifetime supply of Milo or something?
No, we don't have that, but we do get monetary incentives. So if you were to do well in like a particular competition, they do reward you.
Oh, like so. Major games, you get prize money, right? For certain tiers.
Yes. We do get prize money.
Have you received any? Just curious, you know.
No, I do not have any. But if I do, I'll be happy.
I really hope you do.
Thank you.
So, what is the next upcoming games for you besides the SEA Games this year in a few months' time? Besides that, after SEA Games?
There will be Commonwealth, and then
when is it and where is it?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it's in Australia, Gold Coast, right? Like I read the news somewhere, like Gold Coast they got it, and I saw the huge surfboard thingy there.
Oh yeah. They have it there. Yeah.
Are you going there, or there's still selection trials for it?
Definitely selection trials because it's still like 2 more years.
Oh, so you still have time to fight your way.
You can say that. I can still work harder and improve my skills.
Okay, that's great. So I really hope that you will do well for this upcoming SEA Games.
Thank
you.
you.
And I hope you will get into Commonwealth Games as well.
Thank you.
And bring Singapore more glory. All right?
Definitely, thank you.
Thank you, Xiu Hong, for your time. So back to you, Kimberly.
space in a modern HDB flat for the things we love may be a challenge, but for most of us, tucked away in a neatly humble apartment in Punggol, space has not been a problem for the largest collection of toys and figurines in Singapore.
Finding space in a modern HDB flat for the things we love may be a challenge for most of us, but tucked away neatly in a humble apartment at Punggol is possibly the largest collection of comic toys, figurines, and statues in Singapore. The owner of this collection is Mr. Spencer Song, who has been collecting these toys for about 17 years now. The apartment has been converted into a personal gallery. Spencer designs and makes all the cabinets himself. He personally arranges his statues and figurines in certain common themes such as characters from the same comic, or in timelines of the evolution of the characters. Spencer believes that it takes a true fan and collector to be able to arrange these figurines in such a manner. He hopes to hand down his collection to his son, Sylvester, to upkeep the collection.
It started around 1998 where my dad's collection on the Bowen series.
Bowen Designs is a company that specializes in creating these Marvel Comics character statues. The first Bowen Marvel statues were available in 1998, and it was then that Spencer first began collecting. Since then, his collection has grown much larger. If you think that this is his entire collection, then you are surely mistaken.
For this collection, it's still not the full collection. It's just the 30% of it because due to space constraint, we keep most of the statue in boxes, customized boxes that we can stack.
The space constraint that Spencer faces has not deterred his collection from growing. To him, collecting these statues and figurines has become more than just a hobby.
The passion and dedication that Spencer has for his toy collection is indeed admirable. He has shown us that even in a small apartment, we can make a house a home if we fill it with the things that we love. This is Julian Toh reporting for Nanyang Spectrum.
We have come to the end of our third episode. We hope you enjoyed today's lineup. Be sure to catch the next few episodes of the Nanyang Spectrum. Goodbye.